All right, y'all, we back for another video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all. I just want to do a quick video in response to my last video, right? Because I heard, some people like, yo, like, what's wrong with being single, man? Like, you seem like you know what? Let me say this. There's nothing wrong with being single, right? My only issue because I was single before, right? So the only thing about being single is that when you single, being single is let me just say this. Being single is a good thing, right? Being single is good because this is time for you to reflect on your life, reflect on who you are as a person, what it thinks. Because sometimes we be in a relationship, we be caught up into being with this person and living within the bubble of that person, that sometimes things that's outside of that you don't see. You might have other aspirations, other dreams, other things that you might wanted to do, but you wasn't thinking about it when you was in a relationship. So now that you're single, it's like you got some breathing room. You got some, you know what? Just give me some time to think. What do I want to do? Like, where do I want to go in life? Do I want to change a career? Do I want to change? Do I want to go get a personal trainer? Do I want to cut my hair? Do I want to grow my hair? You know what I mean? I recommend anybody, when you're going through a breakup and you're single, I recommend you do something drastic, not crazy, but something drastic. And it's like you're doing something new for yourself. Do something new for yourself. You know what I mean? Whatever that is, whatever you feel like, do something new. Like, you want to do some research on something, a new hobby or something, just something different. You know what I mean? Do something to reward yourself. It don't have to be something large. It could be something small. Buy that shirt that you always wanted to buy. You know what I mean? That purse or something you want to buy. Brothers, if you want to put some rims on your truck, on your car or something, go get some rims on. You know what I mean? If you want to get another vehicle, go get another vehicle. Do something to reward yourself. I'm not saying reward yourself for breaking up with the person or you broken up, but just do something that rewards you to be like, okay, well, I'm doing something new and I'm doing something new, so I'm starting off with something new, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is this: start doing some self-reflection on yourself. When I was single, I did a lot of self-reflecting. I started looking at my past relationships, not just the last relationship, but my past relationships that I ever had, right? And I started looking at, you know what happened in those relationships and caused me to not be with them, or why am I in the position of being single now? Because sometimes women, not all women, but a lot of the times, women, y'all do not like to take accountability in a relationship that failed. Y'all like to pass the buck and be like, you know what, it's the man's fault why I'm single. Every guy I talk to is them, it's them. Did y'all look at that? A possibility could be you, and not necessarily saying that you did something to him to cause the breakup, but because you keep putting yourself in the same situation in a different guy, that's the reason why you keep winding up in the same situation. What I'm saying is that you could possibly date a different guy each time, but you date the same guy. The characteristic of that same guy. So you see the red flags. You see the same things as the last guy, but you still keep going on and going on. You might have to change that. So once you do some self-reflecting, right, and you start getting some understanding about yourself, you start finding a true self about you. Man, I'm telling you, once you do that, you will be it will help you out for the next time. Like, even, okay, for instance, when I was single and I started doing some reflecting, I start figuring out like, yo, like, I got a problem with, what was my thing? I had a problem with wanting everything to be perfect, like a perfect square. Like, I want everything to be just right. And if everything don't match up just right, then that's not the one for me. That was my problem. You know what I mean? Once I realized that was my problem, I changed it. I said, you know what? If she is right for me and we fit well together, and she know my situation, I know her situation, I'm gonna make it work. And that's what happened with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was procrastinating for a long time trying to figure it all out. I was overthinking a lot of stuff. And when I finally let go, and I prayed about it, I said, you know what, Lord, I love this woman, you know, saying she's the one for me, so I'm gonna make it work. You know what I mean? And once I did that, everything flows so beautifully. You know what I mean? So that's what I want y'all to do. Like, do a lot of self-reflecting, right? So once you do your self-reflecting, the next thing is this. My issue is don't be single too long. The problem is when I'm not saying there's a time limit on being single, but when a person start being single for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, ain't had a real relationship in 5 to 10 years, it's a problem. It's a problem. And when out here in the dating market, when you start talking to people and you ask them, hey, when the last time you been in a relationship? And they start, whoo, man, I got to think about that. When they start talking like that, it's a reason why they say that. And the reason why they say that is because that they didn't want to, I'm not going to say they didn't want to be in a relationship, but they got so comfortable in being single. See, that's the problem. You get comfortable being single, so then you start being set in your ways. And once you set in your ways, it's hard to break out of you being set in your ways. So when a new person comes along, you be like, you know what? That's one little thing. I don't like the way they walked out too fast. I don't like the way they didn't tip the waiter. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't tip the waiter enough. You start picking at stuff like that. Each person, I don't like that shirt he got on. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the reply she said to what we was talking about. And then you just cut the person off. You know what I'm saying? People do that. And you do that when you start being single for a long time. You start finding any little thing wrong with the new person you start talking to, and then you back away from them, and then you back single. So you so comfortable being single that every little thing that a new person come in, it irritates you. And when it irritates you, you set in your ways, it's hard to compromise with that person. And it's hard for you to go somewhere. Don't be that, man. I know people, y'all, that who are single, who's been single for a long time, and they so used to being single. When you could be like, hey, I got somebody for you. Oh, nah, I'm not. They start making up excuses not to meet nobody. Nah, I'm good. I got a new TV show series I want to watch. You start making up stuff because you don't want to meet people. Don't be like that. My brothers, my sisters, don't be like that. It's okay to be single. My issue is don't be single too long. Don't wait too long to be single. There's no time limit, but I don't want you to wait 4, 5, 6, 7 years, because you waiting that long to be in a relationship, you out the game. And when I say you out the game, so when it's time when you finally do meet somebody and y'all start talking and y'all start trying to make stuff work, man, you be so much out the game. It's like it's almost awkward almost to be in the company of somebody far as working on as far as dating wise. You know what I mean? Now I'm not talking about sexually wise. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that be single, you still be getting you still be having sex, but you not in a relationship. I'm talking about relationship. You know what I mean? Being in a relationship is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna end this video here. That's my reply back to my last video. I know people say, hey man, what's wrong with being single? Nothing wrong with being single. Nothing. I think being single is something for you to is good for self-reflecting and working on yourself. You know what I mean? That way you could be right for the next person. But my only advice about that is that don't wait, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait too long. Don't be too long being single. You know what I mean? Get back out there, because you get too comfortable, you get set in your ways, and then you get in a relationship, you try to get in a relationship, every little thing you get irritated, you know what I'm saying, you out the loop on stuff, you know what I mean? You got to figure it all out. And I know it's simple. You like, how you be out the loop in dating? It in a relationship, it happens. Then you got to get used to being with that person. You like, man, and then sometimes people be like, they be so single for so long, they get in a relationship with somebody, they be like, oh man, I got to answer to somebody. I've been going all this time without having to answer to somebody. That'd be a problem too. People be like, yo, I'm so used to just going out as I please. When you've been in a relationship, you gotta check in. You can't just be like, yo, I'm finna go to XYZ. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta check in. Ain't nothing wrong with checking in. You know what I mean? You're not asking for permission. You just like letting your partner know. You letting them know. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep y'all with that. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I just want to do this quick video. Peace and blessings. King Tyson, I'm out. Also, one last thing. Write me at kingtyson713@yahoo.com if you got any questions, anything you want to talk to me about. I will respond in a timely manner. Give me a little time to get to you. And that's it. Peace and blessings, y'all. I'm out.